Magandang araw! Ang video pong ito ay para sa mga teaching and non-teaching personnel para mapakinggan po natin virtually ang nilalaman ng DepEd Memorandum No. 16, Series of 2021 o ang guidelines on the new DepEd National Uniform for teaching and non-teaching personnel. Again, this is DepEd Memorandum No. 16, Series of 2021, dated March 31, 2021. Ito po ang guidelines on the new DepEd National Uniform for teaching and non-teaching personnel. 2 Undersecretaries, Assistant Secretaries, Bureau and Service Directors, Regional Directors, Schools Division Superintendents, Public Elementary and Secondary School Heads, all others concerned. Number 1 po. The Department of Education, or DepEd, announces the adoption of the 4 new set of DepEd National Uniform Designs for teaching and 2 new National Uniform Designs for non-teaching personnel starting the transition period of the school year 2021-2022. So next school year na po ito. The Executive Committee has set the guidelines based on the recommendation of the DepEd Uniform Committee, or DUC, composed of teaching and non-teaching employer organizations, with the following considerations. Letter A, general availability of the textile materials in the market. Letter B, comfort and durability of the textile materials. The quality of the fabric should be adaptable to the weather conditions and the environment of concerned personnel. Overall look of the design of the uniform. The design should be presentable, should convey modesty and integrity, and should be in its simplest form to allow unrestricted movements. And skin tone, age, body build will also be considered in the design. Number 2, in consideration with the current crisis brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic and the continuing implementation of the blended learning delivery and alternative working arrangements in the department, school year 2021-2022 shall be considered a transition period to allow ample time for employees to prepare and purchase new set of prescribed uniforms. To facilitate the transition period, employees can still wear their old uniforms this coming school year 2021-2022, but starting school year 2022 to 2023, all teaching and non-teaching personnel shall wear the prescribed new set of uniforms. Number 3, only the approved national uniforms should be used by both teaching and non-teaching personnel. There shall be no regional and schools division uniforms as to have uniformity across all offices. Number 4, no special fabric will be prescribed for as long as the fabric used will follow the guidelines with the design set. Number 5, the teaching and non-teaching personnel from central, regional, division, and schools are free to purchase and obtain the prescribed uniform materials from any available source that comply with the standards set. On the other hand, employee, cooperatives, or associations, organizations are encouraged to offer the prescribed DepEd uniform materials to the teaching or non-teaching personnel members, subject to their consent, in order to avail of a more reasonable or discounted price and facilitate uniformity of colors, materials of uniform to be purchased. Number 6, all concerned must send to the DepEd Central Office, or CO, a written report of any DepEd official or employee who compels or coerces teaching and non-teaching personnel to purchase the uniform materials from a specific source, including the official himself or herself. Number 7, this is to reiterate and inform all concerned that it has not endorsed, accredited, nor authorized any particular supplier to approach the central, regional, and division offices to declare himself or herself as the exclusive distributor of the textile materials for the DepEd uniforms. Any uniform supplier who visits DepEd offices and uses the undersigned or any official in the CO in trying to get A deal for the supply of the DepEd uniforms must be reported to the Office of the Secretary. Attention to DepEd Uniform Committee. Number 8. Modification or adjustments on the prescribed uniform, for example, long sleeves instead of short sleeves, skirts instead of pants for the female employees, to conform with religious, social, and cultural requirements or any legitimate practice related thereto shall be allowed. Number 9. The following personnel are exempted from wearing the prescribed uniforms. Letter A. School officials who occupy third-level positions in the Career Executive Service or CES. Letter B. Medical and dental staff who shall wear their profession's uniform. Letter C. Janitors, utility and maintenance personnel who shall wear appropriate working attire. Letter D. Legal officers, lawyers, attorneys whose nature of work requires a different dress code. Letter E. Teaching and non-teaching personnel with physical disabilities and other legitimate health reasons. Letter F. Pregnant employees who shall wear maternity dresses during their period of pregnancy. And letter G. Teaching and non-teaching personnel who are in mourning may wear the appropriate mourning clothes. Number 10. The prescribed new set of DepEd national uniform for teaching personnel shall be as follows. For teaching personnel, we have design A for female teaching personnel and for male teaching personnel. Letter A1 for female, blouse, olive green with secret pockets embroidery, turquoise and pink combination with dark gray piping. Zipper, options, option 1, back, and option 2, side. A2, pants, charcoal gray. Design A for male teaching personnel. A1, polo, moss green embroidery, olive green with dark green army combination, and pants, charcoal gray. Design B for female teaching personnel. Blouse, light clay in sapphire with midnight weave and dark clay on bib accent. Zipper, option 1, back, option 2, side. Pants, midnight blue. Design B for male teaching personnel. Polo, crystal teal in full buttons embroidery, white, pants, midnight blue pants. Design C for female teaching personnel. Blouse, light gray pattern with combination of walnut on the side embroidery, walnut and charcoal gray, pants, charcoal gray. Design C for male teaching personnel. Polo, light brown in half buttons embroidery, white, pants, charcoal gray. Design D for female teaching personnel. Blouse, light blue with eggshell speckled pattern on bib with dark and light blue stripes with midnight blue piping. Pants, midnight blue. Design D for male teaching personnel. Polo, light blue with eggshell speckled pattern, chest accent with dark and light blue stripes with midnight blue piping. Pants, midnight blue. For non-teaching personnel, the prescribed new set of DepEd national uniforms shall be as follows. Design E for female non-teaching personnel. Blouse, black and tortilla print, neck line piping and lining in tortilla and black. Option for zipper, 1 is back, 2 is side. Pants, black. Design E for male non-teaching personnel. Polo, earth tone, beige in full buttons, embroidery, tortilla, and light gray and brown combination. Pants, black. Design F for female non-teaching personnel. Blouse, light and dark gray combination with piping and lining zipper. Option 1, back. Option 2, side. Pants, dark gray. Design F for male non-teaching personnel. Polo, snow white in blue buttons, embroidery, light gray, red and dark gray combination, pants, dark gray pants. Number 12. The schedule for wearing the new set of uniforms listed below should be followed. Letter A for teaching personnel. Design A for male and female, Monday. Design B for male and female, Tuesday. Design C for male and female, Wednesday. And design D for male and female, Thursday. Letter B for non-teaching personnel, design E for male and female, Monday and Wednesday. Designs F for male and female, Tuesday and Thursday. Letter C. Wearing of blazer or coat is optional. Letter D. Appropriate office clothes may be worn on uniform-free Fridays. Number 13. Based on these provisions, the designs and sketches with color specification of the DepEd national uniforms are enclosed for reference. Number 14. The annual clothing and uniform allowance in the amount of 6,000 pesos or to whichever amount that shall be appropriate in the succeeding budget years for this purpose shall be released to all eligible personnel not earlier than the first working day of April of the current year, subject to existing accounting and auditing rules and regulations, and upon the release of the notice of cash allocation from DBM. Number 15. Immediate dissemination of this memorandum is desired. Signed by our Secretary, Leonor Magsolis Briones. Ngayong napakinggan na natin ang DepEd Memorandum Number 16, Series of 2021, bigyan naman natin ng kulay ang mga disenyo nito. Narito ang mga disenyo ng ating magiging uniform simula Monday hanggang Thursday. Una, sa Monday, ito ang Design A para sa female teaching personnel. Ang ganda, di ba? Ito ay kulay olive green, katapos ay may dark gray kang pantalon or charcoal gray, may embroidery na turquoise and pink. Okay, ang ganda, di ba? So, ito yung neckline niya at yung back bottom. So, ang zipper mo ay pwedeng sa likod o kaya ay sa gilid. At may secret pockets pa. So, ito yung embroidery. Tingnan natin, di ba? Ang ganda. Okay, so again, ito ay pang Monday natin. Okay, Design A. Sumunod naman po ay sa mga kalalakihan. Monday uniform din po para sa mga lalaki. Design A. Okay, so number 1 ay kulay moss, itong polo na ito. At number 2, itong pants ay charcoal gray. Okay? So, full button po siya at meron po siyang embroidery na olive and dark army green. Ganda, di ba? Okay, so ito po again ay pang Monday na uniform. Okay, sunod po natin yung Design B for female teaching personnel. Ito po ay susuot natin every Tuesday. So, ito po yung mga kulay niya. Number 1 po ay light clay. Number 2 ay sapphire and with midnight weave. Wow, ganda. And the number 3, dark clay naman din po. And number 4 ay midnight blue ang ating pantalon. Okay, tingnan natin yung back button. Ayan, di ba? And then yung zipper natin, kamukha rin po ng design ay pwedeng sa likod o pwedeng sa gilid. At ito ang kanyang neckline. Okay po. So, ito ay Tuesday uniform ng female teaching personnel. Again, this is Design B. Okay. So, for male teaching personnel, ito naman po ay Design B. At isusuot every Tuesday. Ang kulay po niya ay, dito sa polo, ay crystal teal. Okay po. And the number 2 naman ay midnight blue, ang kulay ng pantalon. Okay. So, full button po ulit at ito po yung kanyang detailed na embroidery. Okay po? So, ito ay, again, ay Tuesday uniform ng male teaching personnel. Next. Wednesday uniform. Ayan. Para sa female teaching personnel, this is Design C. Again, isusuot po every Wednesday. Okay, ang kulay po niya ay light gray. Ang kanyang pattern. Number 2, ito pong parts na ito ay walnut ang kulay. And then, number 3, itong pantalon natin ay charcoal gray. Halos kamukha ng ating uniform, kapartner ng pink na uniform natin at present. Okay, ang embroidery po niya ay walnut and charcoal gray. So, ito po yung example. Diba? At ang buttons po niya ay concealed. Okay, ganda. Sunod naman po sa mga lalaki, design C, for male teaching personnel, susuot po every Wednesday. So, ang kulay po ng top ay light brown. Ang pantalon po ay charcoal gray. At may embroidery naman po na white. So, half po ang design ng kanyang bottom. Ito po. Okay. Sunod naman po ay yung Thursday uniform or design D para po sa female teaching personnel. Again, ito ay ang Thursday uniform. Okay po. So, number 1, light blue with eggshell speckled pattern. Ayan po. And number 2 ay kulay midnight blue po itong mga may elements na ito, including yung ating pantalon. Okay. Yung stripes po ay dark and light blue at yung piping naman ay midnight blue. So, ito po yung naka-zoom na stripes and piping details. Okay po? Again, this is our Thursday uniform po, mga ladies. Teaching personnel po na babae. Okay, next po. Thursday uniform naman po ng mga male teaching personnel. Okay, this is design D. Okay, so number 1 po, ang color po niya ay light blue with eggshell speckled pattern. Number 2 po ay midnight blue. Ito pong pantalon, including itong mga designs na ito na may arrow. At full po ang kanyang bottom. Ayan. Ito po ang zoomed in na stripes and piping details. Yung stripes po ay dark and light blue at ang piping po ay midnight blue. So, ayan po yung mga designs A, B, C, and D ng male and female teaching personnel na isusuot from Monday to Thursday. Now, punta naman po tayo sa ating non-teaching personnel. Wow, ganda rin, di ba? So, for female non-teaching personnel, ito po ay design E. Okay, naka-prescribe po ito every Monday and Wednesday na inyo pong isusuot. Well, optional po ang coat. So, yung number 1 po, ito ay tortilla, yung kanyang design, yung kanyang kulay. For number 2 ay black and tortilla diamond print. At number 3 po ay kulay black. Ito po yung kanyang pantalon. Okay po. And then, ang zipper po niya ay pwede pong sa likod o sa gilid. And then, ang neckline ay ganito po ang itsura as well as the back buttons. Okay po. So, ito pong zoomed in piping lining details. Ayan, ang ganda. At kung kayo giniginaw sa inyong office, again, optional po ang ating coat. Okay, so ito po ay pang-female. Next naman po ay ang ating male non-teaching personal uniform every Monday and Wednesday. Okay, so number 1 po ay earth tone beige. At number 2, ang kanyang pantalon po ay black. Very simple po. At talagang ready to wear na ang ating mga male non-teaching personal itong mga designs na ito. Okay, zoomed in embroidery. Ito po ang kanyang itsura. Ayan. Okay po. So, ang embroidery po niya ay light gray and tortilla. Okay? Full bottom. Again, ito po ay pang Monday and Wednesday ng ating male non-teaching personnel. Okay, sunod naman po natin ay ang female non-teaching personnel design E for Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. So, ang kulay po nito ay number 1 light gray. Ito po. And then, number 2, ang kanyang pantalon ay dark gray. At ito po ang kanyang design. Okay? So, back bottom. And then, ang zipper po ay pwedeng sa likod or sa gilid. Ito po yung piping and stitch details. At again, pwedeng gumamit ng coat. Optional po ang paggamit ng coat. Okay? So, ito po ay design E for Tuesday and Thursday para sa ating female non-teaching personnel. Okay. Next po. And last, design E po for Tuesday and Thursday na isusuot naman po ng ating male non-teaching personnel. So, ito po ay full button na kulay snow white ang top at kulay dark gray naman po ang kanyang pants. May embroidery po siya. Ito po ang naka-zoomed in na embroidery kulay light gray, red, and dark gray. Okay? So, ito na po lahat ang atin pong designs para sa ating school year 2021-2022 na uniform. Okay? So, isang quick look po para sa summary ng ating mga designs. So, ito ay design A na isusuot po every Monday. Ang design B ay pang Tuesday. Ang design C po is pang Wednesday. At ang design D ay pang Thursday ng ating female teaching personnel. At summary po ng male teaching personnel. Ito po ang kanyang mga designs. For male po, isusuot po ang design A for Monday, design B every Tuesday, design C every Wednesday, and design D every Thursday. Okay, para sa ating mga non-teaching personnel, so ito po ay design E for non-teaching female personnel. Susuot po natin every Mondays and Wednesdays. At ito naman po ay design F para sa non-teaching female. Isusuot every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Lastly, para po sa the non-teaching personnel natin ng mga lalaki, itong design E na isusuot every Mondays and Wednesdays. At design F, every Tuesdays and Thursdays naman po isusuot. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. So, ito na po ang DepEd Memorandum number 16 series of 2021. Paalam! This is Teacher Air of Education Channel. Subscribe now!